A girl on my TikTok page suggested that I tell people what the club is like where I am as I'm traveling. So right now I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina. I was working at Rick's. I like contacted Cheetahs because it's right next to the airport. And then I also contacted, what was it? Capital? So that's like the other strip club in Raleigh. So Capital said that I couldn't work there unless I worked 3 days a week. But I'm only here to the end of August. So it's like, maybe I should try there and just work 3 days a week. Maybe I'll do better there. But yeah, I have not been doing it at Rick's like at all. And I probably will never be back. It's just not like my crowd. I don't have to be back because I'm a traveling dancer. Like, I'm so glad that I'm not a local and I'm just like stuck working here because it's just not really my type of clientele. Yeah, and then there's also another club called Cheetahs, which is, they told me that they're not hiring right now because right now is off season. Because right now is slow season. People are saying that sometimes it is good here, but I personally have not seen that. In my personal experience, most of the clientele is cheap, entitled. I would call them fuckboys, which is like young and cheap entitled assholes that make you want to quit dancing so you don't have to deal with them ever again. They're such fucking assholes. And you make me want to quit dancing so I don't have to deal with you anymore. Because you make me really not want to spend time with you, because as a stripper you have to spend time with people to make money. It might be a good club to like stop in. I would definitely not personally make this my personal home club. I mean, everybody's different. Like, everybody likes something else. Like, I have a lot of friends that love certain clubs that I really would not dance in, like, but they love that club. So it's really just like personal preference. Club is very, very large. There's one main pole that has a spinning pole. It's a 50mm width pole. It might be like brass or chrome, but it does have a grip to it if it's clean. But a lot of the girls, they definitely put tack on it. So I tack too on the pole. Like, they fucking I tack to that pole like all up. Like, it's kind of crazy how much eye-tack that they put on the pole. I was like, oh my god, there's a lot of fucking eye-tack on there. It's not how you use eye-tack. You use eye-tack with like your contact points and you just like put a little bit on. Like, you don't need to put a lot. Like, I can actually still feel my eye-tack like right here, like on my elbows, because like I use it for elbow grips. Eye-tack is made for elbow grips, not like eye-tacking the pole all the way down. Like, it was so gross. Eye-tack that the girls put on the pole. So it has one really large main stage. It has 2 side stages that are static poles. Very rarely do I see people pay attention to static poles, to like the static pole stages. Apply to audition on the pole position app. So they're one of like the clubs that's like for pole position. And if you get approved for the audition, then you go in and audition and they say yes or no. I just don't think that I personally like the club, so I probably will not be back. I mean, honestly, the staff is pretty cool. Like, all of the staff is nice. One thing that's different than other clubs is they have people collect the tips for you. So it's like there's a lot of money on stage, instead of you collecting it, staff will collect it for you and like sweep it up. I thought that I wouldn't like that, but I actually do kind of like that. So usually, like in Vegas, like if somebody throws a lot of money, you collect the tips. I usually do like that because like most strippers, we don't trust people because people steal in this industry. So we like to collect our own tips to make sure that no one's stealing from us. But the guys who like collected the tips like didn't steal from us. Like, if I made anything substantial, like I would tip them at the end of the night. That's what I do. Like, I don't know what anyone else does, but like at the end of the night, if I did good that night, I'll tip people out. But yeah, I only had like 1 or 2. I had 1 good night and I had 1 like okay night. The rest was just like trash and disgusting. Like, tonight was trash and disgusting. I probably will not be back. It was Saturday, so that was probably my last night here. And then I'm just gonna like try out other clubs, maybe like an hour away. And then if I don't find any clubs that I want to work at, I'll probably just like vacation and enjoy my life. Because if the clubs are all fucking depressing and gross and there's nothing but entitled assholes in the club, I will not be there. That's been my personal experience of Raleigh. Is I call them fuckboys. Just like young assholes. They're fuckboys are like guys who are like, you should pay me to dance for you. And they think that they are the prize, basically. It's gross. Like, if the only thing that was left in the world was fuckboys, I would be a lesbian. That's just kind of how I personally feel about fuckboys. I kind of am bisexual / lesbian. That's just because a lot of guys suck like so fucking bad. I'd much rather just be with a woman. I have nothing bad to say about the staff. It was just like the clientele was not good. For the most part, the girls are nice. You know, there's always like 1 or 2 bitches. I'll tell you some stories about that later, but this is mainly just about the club. But yeah, for the most part, the girls were nice. I don't really give a fuck. Like, I've worked at clubs where all the girls are fucking bitches, so it's like I don't really care. But anyway, I think I'm probably gonna retire from dancing, not because I can't do it, but because the shit that we have to deal with sometimes is just like not even worth it. But yeah, there are definitely girls doing extras, and that kind of made it hard to make money. And it also made the clientele very entitled, since like there are some girls in there doing it. So it's like now they think that all girls do it. Like, if it came to that, I would personally just quit and become a bartender. So I think that's probably what I'm gonna do, just because A lot of those guys as customers, not all of them, but a lot of them, they just really made me want to like break their fucking nose because they're just such disrespectful assholes that I just wanted to break their fucking face in. Yeah, some dude, he approached me to get a dance, and then he was like trying to like get a discounted dance or whatever, and I was like, no thank you. He was like, why, you're not doing anything? I was like, yeah, because I don't see any fucking quality in here. It's like I'm looking around to try to find it, but I don't see anything quality. All I see is broke ass entitled people, and it's gross. Like, so I'm just chilling right now, but I don't want to dance for you for that price. So he was definitely a fuckboy, and he was definitely entitled to my time and my body, and I was like, no. And then he wouldn't leave me alone. And then I looked at him, I was like, you need to get the fuck away from me. And I told him just like that. I looked him right in the eye, and I'm fucking tall. Like, I'm a tall ass bitch. I'm like 6'4" or something in heels. And then he wouldn't leave me alone. And then I literally just like shoved him away from me because he would not leave me alone. Guys like that, they just need to like get the respect beaten into them, in my personal opinion. But of course I can't do that or else I get fired. So, but at least I can verbally be mean to them, because a lot of them, I did call a bunch of guys assholes to their face here because they are assholes. The guys here, what they do is they take advantage of the fact that we only work off tips. They're very insecure. They're very, I would call them very feminine. Like, they think that they're the prize. Like, they think that they are like a blessing to females, and they just like feel entitled to our time. So honestly, if I lived here in Raleigh, I would not be a fucking stripper. If that was my fucking, if I had to fucking deal with that like every fucking night, I would kill myself. Or I just quit and get a new job. Like, I would not be a stripper anymore because it was so gross. Like, it was just so gross for me personally that I was like, I don't even want to do stage. Like, I know how to do a whole bunch of shit. It's like they just made me not even want to perform, because it's like they just gross me out so much that I'm just like, you make me want to close my legs forever and just glue them fucking shut. I don't think I will ever come back here. Depending on the night that you work there, the house fees, like the fees to work, are more or less. Monday has the cheapest house fee, but I personally feel like the house fees are way too high for that broke ass of a crowd. It's like, we already know that the clubs don't really give a fuck about us most of the time. A lot of the clubs, they just make money off of the girls' house fees. But I personally feel like all clubs make the house fees depending on the season or whatever, because those house fees were way too fucking high for those broke ass dudes. Like, they were so broke. A lot of them were so broke, so cheap, so entitled. There was like one night when I had where it's like people were more generous. The rest of the time it was like guys are broke, cheap, and entitled, and really disgusting. A lot of the guys here will take advantage of the fact that we only work off tips. They definitely neg women here, so it's like it's like a thing, it's like a mental thing where they beat you down emotionally so that you'll lower your standards for them, because they know that they're cockroaches. That's what negging is. So that's what a lot of these guys are here in Raleigh. I don't know what the rest of the state is like, but honestly, if the rest of the state is like this, yeah, I'm gonna try Myrtle Beach. I'm looking forward to getting the fuck out of this town, and I'm also gonna try some clubs that are like an hour drive. So the fact that I'm even willing to try other clubs that are like literally an hour away, for me, that just shows how bad it is here, because I usually would not even be willing to drive a whole hour just to go to a club. If I am gonna work while I'm here, I'm only gonna drive an hour away, because like, you can find quality, but it's literally like a needle in the haystack. It is slow season. Maybe not slow season, it'll be better, but I'm probably never gonna be back because I just don't see anything worth coming back for, to be honest. Like, it's pretty gross in my opinion. Customers here is not my type of customers. A lot of them are Indians. I'm just saying, anyone in the industry, in the strip club industry, knows that Indians have a reputation. It's not a good reputation. Always trying to get the cheapest price. So, and they always negotiate. So it's like at the end of the negotiation, you don't even want to dance for them anymore because it's like so gross. I had like one Indian tonight who was actually a nice guy, and he didn't smell. He was enjoyable. I kind of felt sorry for him because he told me that his like wife hasn't fucked him in like 5 years. And I was like, damn. That just made me feel kind of sorry for him. I don't know. I would never do that. Like, if I actually was married, like if I was married, or just divorce his ass, like, bye. And he wasn't trying to finger me or anything in the dance. He was just like really sweet. I guess he was like lonely, and I kind of just like felt sorry for him. I was trying to be loving during the dance because he wasn't like an asshole, so I was like trying to give him human touch. So I haven't had like a lot of good Indian clients in my lifetime. Like, I think I've literally only had like 3 in my lifetime. But also some Indians, they literally scare me because they're just such a pain in the ass that the money sometimes is like not even worth it. So yeah, Indians are definitely not my preferred type of clientele, and fuckboys are definitely not my preferred clientele either. Like I said, if fuckboys were the only thing that were in the strip club, I would not be there. Well, like, I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna go to a different club, an hour drive, or I'm just gonna fucking vacation and enjoy my fucking life while I'm here, because this is actually my birthday month and it has been trash. I did have like one good night and one like okay night, but the rest has just been trash for me. And I'm like looking around and I don't see that much that's not trash. So it's like, I don't even want to dance for a lot of these people. A lot of them are assholes. A lot of them are super cheap. My shoe, it broke, and you're not allowed to leave and like come back. So I don't know, in Vegas they let us do that. It depends on the club, but the clubs that I worked at, Like if my shoe like snapped in half, like they would let me go get my other shoe, but it's like 15-minute drive from where I'm staying. And then I would just like come back to work, but they won't let you leave. So if you left, you'd have to check out and then pay another house fee to come back to work and deal with a whole bunch of broke ass entitlement. No, thank you. Working in Raleigh, it just made me want to stop dancing and just get a bartending job because it's been so gross here. Most clubs that are like slow season, it depends on the club. Like I've worked at some clubs that are like slow season that aren't really that fucking horrible, but this is like pretty fucking horrible. Like Vegas is also like this during slow season. Like slow season is like really bad. And the tip outs are, so you have to pay the house fee, which in my opinion is kind of high for how cheap and broke these guys are. Usually what I'll do is I'll tip the DJ and the house mom, and then if I do like really well, I'll tip like the guys who help me sweep the ones up at the end. During the week it's like 1 or 2, and on the weekends it's like 4. So 5, 10, 15, 20, so that might be like $20 or something if you want to tip all 4 out. And then you can valet, but you don't have to valet. Definitely not a stage tipping type of club. For the most part, the stage was so bad that I just didn't even want to go on stage. And also the customers were so bad that it's like, ew, I don't even want them to like stare at me because they're gross. A lot of guys, they hang out there hours and they don't spend money and they don't tip anybody and they just chill and not spend money on any of the girls. And I saw a lot of baby dancers like hanging out with guys like that for hours and not getting money or getting tipped or anything. That's not a smart idea, because if you do that, then guys will just go in there for hours and not tip anybody, because you're basically entertaining them for free and you're kind of training them to think that that's acceptable because you're not leaving. Like for me, like I'll talk to guys for a little while. I mean, if they're tipping me, I'll stick around. And because that's the thing, is like we're there to get paid, and it's like if they're not paying us, then I'll hang out by myself. Everybody's broken here. I only really hang out with like my regulars, a flat fee every time that they come in or whatever, and I'll just like hang out with them. One thing that I really did not like about Raleigh personally, they have massage girls. The massage girls are allowed to sell lap dances, but we are not allowed to sell massages as strippers. And I feel like that's personally unfair for the strippers, because it's like the massage girls are taking out of our money, but we aren't allowed to take out of their money. Because it's like there's massage girls, like everyone comes for the strippers and for like the show, and like we do stage, like dancers, we do so much and we pay a house fee. I don't know if the massage girls pay a house fee. Why can't we give massages to make tips, but they can give lap dances? So in my opinion, that's really unfair, and it makes dancers think that they don't give a shit about us and that they're just shitting on the dancers. I'm just saying that any dancer who sees that happening, that's what we're gonna think and feel. But yeah, a lot of this industry does shit on the dancers, which is why I want to quit. All the shit that we have to deal with a lot of the time is just like not even worth it. One of my travel dancer friends, like she's doing really well in other places. I do fucking know that like there are other places in the country where guys are not this fucking shitty, but here they're extra fucking shitty. Like they're really fucking gross here, in my opinion. They're really fucking gross. The majority of them. Not all, the majority. Trying to find a good customer here is like finding the needle in the haystack. That's how fucking gross they are here. Like I wanted to knock so many guys out. They do have VIPs. Like the single dances are in the private room. So that's like something different, because some clubs have like dances out on the floor. The only place that you could give a floor dance is like in the bottle areas where people buy a bottle. I didn't sell any dances over there. I only sold private dances in the back. The club takes out 1% out of every single dance that you sell, and you keep all of the money from your stage. But it's not really good stage money at all. So the club like takes out a percentage for each room or dance or whatever you do. Like they also have the 15-minute, 30-minute, and the hour, but you can charge whatever you want. So that's nice. Like I already know that most strippers prefer to like charge whatever you want there. That's really important for us, and that actually should be the law, since we're independent contractors, is that we should be able to charge whatever we want. Like there should not be club set prices, because we're independent contractors. So it's like we are our own business, so we should be legally allowed to charge whatever we want. But not all clubs care, and some clubs will try to set the prices for us, but that's actually illegal. But generally speaking, independent contractors should be allowed to make their own prices. All dancers prefer to be able to make our own prices, because it's like, how are you going to tell me what I should charge for my time or my lap dance? It's non-smoking. That's a perk, because yeah, a lot of strippers don't like smoking clubs. So you can vape, but you can't smoke cigarettes or cigars or anything. Just smoke outside. It's very humid here. It might be a good place to like stop if you're like driving through, maybe if you want to try and see if you'll get lucky. Maybe it's better during like good season. Everyone says it's better during good season, and this is trash season, and I probably won't be back either way. I don't know, the staff is really nice, but most of the customers are trash in my experience. I'm also really tall, and I feel like it worked against me. I intimidate people because I'm tall. But that's pretty much everywhere. I don't know, maybe I should go dance in a state where it's like there's really fucking tall people. I actually did do really well in South Dakota, because South Dakota, I actually googled like what states have like the tallest people, and South Dakota and Montana were like some states that have like the tallest people. I did do kind of well in those states personally when I was there. So maybe I should just dance in states that have tall people. Some dancers think that if you're really tall, you make more money, but I get rejected a lot because I'm too tall. I don't have like an alcohol fee like Vegas. Like in Vegas, you have to buy alcohol to do the rooms. They just have like room fees. So anytime you go in the VIP, anytime you do a private dance, you have to give them their cut. Then you don't have to buy alcohol or anything. So like some clubs, they'll make you pay for alcohol and then that's like the room fee. But here they just have like a fee. And if you want to buy drinks, you have to buy them separately. So that's different in my opinion. All clubs do like their private rooms differently, I've noticed. The most I sold while I was there, the 10 days that I worked, the most that I sold was a 15-minute room because I couldn't find like any quality customers, and it was just generally kind of gross, which is why I probably will not be back. Working here, it just made me want to stop dancing and get another job, like get like a bartending job or something. That's how gross it was there. Like the guys are just gross to me here. I'm hoping that like the surrounding cities are not as disgusting, but I guess we shall see. The food is good in my opinion. Like I only had like the steak and the broccoli, and it was actually really fucking good. It was really salty. So if you do get a steak there, like ask for less salt, because damn, that steak was like the saltiest steak ever. Like it was like super fucking salty. Like less salt on the steak and just let like the customer salt it, because that was one salty ass steak. Steak and broccoli was actually like really good. You could also get like a potato or whatever. So the steak was good. That's like the only thing I had there. They have a lot of mirrors at the club, and you can like watch yourself dance. The main stage does have a pretty good pole in my opinion compared to a lot of poles that I've danced on, and they also do have a pretty good main stage. I'm personally burnt out on this club, and I'm just like, I don't want to try it anymore at this club. I want to try other clubs. Like Raleigh's more like a regulars club. They don't really throw around a lot of money like that for like girls who don't have regulars. This is more like a regulars club, so you would have to be here all the time to get regulars. So I'm a traveling girl, so it was like not. I hear that Charlotte is good for like traveling girls. I'm gonna get a bartending job for a year just so I can have experience, just so that I can bartend part-time when I don't feel like dancing, because it is really easy to get burnt out on the bullshit that we have to put up with.